Bro, I had a decent little Good mediocre. Decent mediocre. Be quiet. So easy.
Knock on the door. Come in. No, go back outside. You gotta knock on the door. Come in. Come on.
My name is Emma Tesfaye. Nice to meet
Yeah,
you. Good, how are you?
doing well. You just have to see. All right, this interview is just for you to get to know a little bit about us, for us to get to know about you. I want you to be relaxed and comfortable as possible. I wanted to really kind of have the the flow of conversation. I asked you some questions. All right, are you ready?
Yes, thank you.
All right. What would you consider to be a weakness?
So, consider my weaknesses will be procrastination. I have trouble with keeping on a single task for a long period of time, so I break up my work into small periods of time so I can get it done efficiently.
Sounds good. What's your favorite subject in school?
My favorite subject is science because I like the hands-on activities and experiments.
What's a hand-on activity? What's a recent hand-on activity or experiment you've done?
So lately, well, yesterday, our science teacher experimented with the procedures. He experimented with telling us to make a procedure to tell him how to drink a glass of water. Most people made a list that wasn't specific enough, so he didn't complete the task.
What was the purpose of that?
The purpose of it was so we can design our procedures for collecting data on a project that we're doing.
All right. What's your least favorite subject?
My least favorite subject is social studies because I don't really like history, but I like to learn about America.
You know, America has a history too. All right. So when you're not in school, what do you like to do in your free time?
I like to do community service at Interfaith Food Shelter.
What is that you do at Interfaith?
So I usually pack bags for children who are in need of food.
Do you do anything else outside of giving of yourself in community service?
Yes, I relax at home when I finish my homework and chores.
Are you a big reader?
Yes. Recently I have read Middle World. That was about Aztec mythology.
Assume I don't know about Aztec mythology.
Oh, so they were just trying to get these jaguars that have mystical powers and stopping supernatural forces from taking over the world.
How would your friends describe it?
As funny and smart. So I'm usually the one conversing with my friends, and also I keep good in my studies.
How would your teachers describe it?
They would describe me as works well with students. And focus on my work when I'm assigned to a task.
Um, what's the biggest challenge that you face so far?
Challenge. So challenge wise, the biggest challenge I face is switching from public school to private school.
How's that a challenge?
Because it was more work and longer hours.
All right. What do you consider to be a good teacher?
I consider a good teacher to be a teacher who cares about their students and their well-being and their education, and not just wants to teach them.
Well, what do you expect to accomplish at our school?
I expect to accomplish all A's and also make lifetime friendships. And
Are there any extracurricular activities you're looking forward to?
I might start back the violin in high school in the orchestra.
All right. Do you have any questions for me?
No, thank you.
All right. We're live streaming, so we can keep rolling. I don't have to stop.
Mr. Glenn, how many people watch?
Yeah, but it's Friday. It's set on Friday.
Oh, hurry up.
What?
I'm gonna give you a piece of this
So we
one.
don't have to.
Who want to go next?
I don't have to go with Duncan.
Oh, Alice wants to go.
Come on, Alejandro.
Why you bullying me?
I was went yesterday.
Birds in the hotel.
Good job, Alice.
You keep up with the presidential election.
Don't make us wait on you.
Ain't no viewer.
Never mind.
What's
They're talking to me too.
They're not.
Which one is on?
Dude, it's private. You
Sit
can't.
down. Private.
Yeah.
Here, boy, come here. Sit down. Pitch yourself. Sit down.
Ollie, let's go.
Come in.
Come in.
My name's Alejandro.
Good morning. Yeah, can I get your name again?
My name's Alejandro.
Nice to meet you, Alejandro. This way. You can have a seat there. How was your drive?
It was good.
So how you feeling today?
I'm feeling good.
You're not nervous, are you?
No, not really.
Well, it's important for you not to be nervous and for you to feel comfortable. I'm just gonna ask you some questions, and I want it to flow kind of like a conversation. It's just me and you sitting down trying to get to know each other. All right. So, have you read any good books lately?
Well, I was reading Alex Rider, which is like this teenager, and he's like a secret agent. So then he had to try to stop this person who had lost everything from destroying like the world. Pretty interesting.
What do you like besides reading? What do you like to do in your free time?
Well, I like to make stuff, just create things. Like, yeah, I like to create things in the house.
What's something that you've made?
I made a house out of popsicle sticks. Yeah, I broke my cement.
How would your friends describe you?
My friends would describe me as a funny person. I'm smart too, and sort of trustworthy.
What's been your biggest challenge so far?
My biggest challenge was the changing workload from elementary school to middle school because we had a lot more homework for each class, and elementary, we only had like 1 or 2 things to do.
Speaking of school, what's your least favorite subject?
My least favorite subject is science because we usually just sit down, just take notes, and he's always speaking and we don't get up or move a lot.
What's your favorite subject?
My favorite subject probably math because as a teacher, he's a kind person and he not only does he teach us, but he also engages with us and he talks to us about if we have anything to ask.
All right. Speaking of that, so how would you define a good teacher?
Good teacher would be somebody who would help you with like, anything you need help with, like problems in the subject, or if you're having personal problems as well. They're not only there to just teach you, but like, to actually help you out.
So it sounds like personal relationships are big for you. What would you consider to be one of your weaknesses?
One of my weaknesses would probably be procrastination because I always leave everything till the last minute. Right now, I'm trying to like complete everything the second I'm told to, and with the amount of time, so that then I don't get in trouble or have a workload or stuff to do in the last minute.
Do you feel like you can be successful at our school?
Yeah, I feel like I would be successful. So I have enough if I work on my time management as well and complete the work on time.
Have you already set some goals that you want to accomplish at school?
Well, I want to try to get all A's and B's at the school first. That'll be good. Maybe trying. If I just do it a little bit.
All right. All right. This interview part over. What do you think the biggest thing you need to improve on is going to be?
Speaking louder.
Were you aware of that?
Yeah.
All right. So I have that problem too. So I know when I interview, because I normally talk about it. Like that. But when I go on an interview, I talk like this. We have that similar flexion. You have to kind of forcibly project your voice out. Okay. Last thing you want to do is the worst thing you can do. Well, not the worst thing. One of the worst things you can do in an interview is to speak so low, softly that they can't hear what you're saying. It's better to misspeak than to mumble or speak so low they can't hear you. You have some fairly good responses. You also, of course, you need to flush those responses out. Who next? Xavier.
Yo, y'all fucking late.
Barely woke up.
I do a tennis ball. I didn't do anything.
I do
You gotta stay okay, so. Make Jamie go next.
All right, Xavier, give up your seat. Goodbye to your seat. Stand up. Then go see Mr. Freeman. If your hair hurts so bad you gotta put it down, go get some medicine.
Go to bed.
Go home.
Go to Mr. Freeman. Go home. Him. Let's go, him. I ain't understand the words that come out of your mouth.
Oh, yeah.
Come on in.
Good afternoon, Mr. Glenn.
Good afternoon. How you doing?
Good.
How was your ride?
It was fairly well.
How are you enjoying this weather?
Could have been better.
A little warmer?
Yeah, a little warmer.
Oh, okay. It's a nice sunny day though.
Yeah.
Okay. You go ahead and have a seat.
Thank you.
All right. This interview is just to get to know you. I want to get to know you as a student, but I also want to get to know you as a person. So just answer the questions as openly and honestly as possible, and just relax. All right. How about you let's start off with you just telling me just a little something about yourself.
Well, my name is Jaime. I'm currently attending Durham Nativity School, in the 8th grade. I like to play soccer.
Okay. All right. Are there any extracurricular activities that you like to pursue at the school?
Particularly engineering and swimming.
You're not gonna try out for the soccer team?
Oh yeah, and also that.
Have you set any academic goals that you would like to accomplish?
Probably be a honor at your school and be a good fit.
Are there any classes that you're looking forward to taking?
Engineering.
And some engineering things? What's your favorite subject in school?
My favorite subject in school is science, because the teacher is open to like every student in the classroom. They not just quiet, like give us packets.
What's your least favorite subject?
My least favorite subject is Spanish, because Spanish is not speaking. I have the tendency of being nervous in front of a crowd. I have overcome this challenge by being in the mirror and repeating my speech over and over.
Sounds good. What do you consider to be your biggest challenge that you face?
Going from public to private, because the work is a lot more for every class and the time is longer.
So you have long days.
Yeah, long days.
When you have some time to yourself, what do you like to do in your free time?
Usually playing sports like soccer, or when it's like a rainy day, play video games.
What would your friends say about you?
I'm a friendly, funny, hardworking.
Have you read any books lately?
I have read the book Bomb in our English class, which is about the first atomic bomb that was created.
Do you have any questions for me?
What's a good description of a student?
What's a good description of a student? What characteristics are we looking for in students? Well, our students don't all have to be, like young Einsteins. we look for students who are hardworking, students who get along well with their peers, students who are going to be an asset both in the classroom and outside of the classroom.
Thank
Moving that.
Crazy work.
Those who got that. Those who got that. Those who got that.
Come in.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr. Gunn. My name is Kelvin Soto.
Nice to meet you, Cal.
Nice to meet you too.
How you doing today?
Good. Good. How are you?
Doing well. You can have a seat.
Thank you.
I don't want you to be nervous. This just thinking this is a casual conversation. I just want to get to know you, and I want you to get to know our school. So, let's see. How would your friends describe you, Cal?
Well, sometimes funny, friendly, and athletic.
What do you like to do in your free time?
Well, during my free time, I like to practice soccer a lot. I like to do sessions with my brother. We literally we just practice our soccer skills, try to improve them in that time, and we push ourselves.
Who do you think is better, you or your brother?
Follow him for right now.
Do you have any goals that you want to accomplish at our school?
I want to try to get all A's and B's in my ninth grade year if I join here. And I would like to make friends here too.
What do you feel like has been your biggest challenge?
My biggest challenge would probably be time management. Because during middle school, in my sixth grade year, I had no time management and always wanted to do it at the last minute. And I would always, in seventh grade, I wanted to change that by doing it on always my homework on Friday instead of Sunday.
Sounds like you had a tough time with it, but you figured out a system that works for you.
Yeah.
What would you consider to be one of your weaknesses? No, I'm sorry to say. What's your favorite subject in school?
My favorite subject in school right now is math. Math is, I like math because most of the time our teacher is nice and he likes to interact with us and he gives us high school math problem, and this will probably help us for next year.
What is your least favorite subject?
My least favorite subject would probably be Spanish since I speak it at home, and I like challenges, so it's not much of a challenge.
Tell me about a book that you've read recently.
I recently read Hiroshima. It's a book on when the U.S. dropped the bomb on Hiroshima, and it was just giving points of views of different people that were affected by it and the outcome and how much people were hit by diseases like cancer.
What's something that you think I should know about you?
Probably that I tend to slack at first, and like during the first quarter, and then towards the middle of the quarter, I get momentum, and then I get my strength back.
You have any questions for me?
Yes. How is the life here as a student?
It's challenging. The academic courses are rigorous, but at the same time, we provide a lot of support. There are a number of extracurricular activities to do. The students tend to get along well together. That's a very nice family-oriented environment.
Why did you choose to work here at this school?
I like their teaching philosophy. I like their student-teacher ratio. I like their commitment to education.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here.
Thank you for shaking my hand. You might be the only one who did.
What?
Lick your finger and touch the table.
That's disgusting, though, man.
You're nasty.
No,
Go wash your hands.
You knocked the door.
You're nasty.
Come in.
Out the door.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing well.
That's not.
So, how was the drive?
Good.
Did you have any trouble finding us?
No.
This is just gonna be a nice, short, casual interview. I just want to get to know you a little bit better, and see how well the school matches for you and how well you match for you might match for the school. So why did you decide to apply to this school?
I decided to apply here because we are a small school. I love how your classes are small. We could do more one-on-one time with my teacher. No way improve.
What do you consider to be a good teacher?
A good teacher is a teacher that's good at teaching their subject and is also caring.
So what's your favorite subject in school?
Right now, it's math. Math is my favorite subject because of the teacher. He knows how to teach the subject, and he loves. And while he's teaching it, he loves to have like side conversations sometimes. Makes it really fun.
What's your least favorite subject?
Spanish. The teacher is really mean.
So have you ready to do books later?
Really good books. We have Bomb. Bomb is about the race to build the first atomic bomb and all the events that led to them building the atomic bombs and what it was used for.
Alright, what do you consider to be one of your strengths?
Strengths, time management. I would say time management because I usually finish up on time. We're usually not late.
If you finish it on time, what are things if you struggle with time management but yet you finish on time? What are some things that you do to be able to finish on time?
Wait, what was the question?
You said that you struggle with time management, but you always finish on time.
So
So
you said what was your strong?
it was you said strength. So time management. What do you do that allows you to be able to finish on time?
Something that really helps me to finish on time is that I get on work on it like real quick. Sometimes whenever I have free time in like class or when I finish my assignments, I'll work on it.
What do you like to do in your free time?
Free time, I usually like watching Netflix, going out to do community service, go hang out with my friends.
Do you have any questions for me?
And then, why do you decide to work here?
I decided to work here because this is one of the top schools in the state. There's a real commitment to education. The faculty is top flight. They're committed. The principal is great. You can go to him whenever you have any issues, and there's a great learning environment, and there's a great relationship that the teachers have between the teachers and themselves and the teachers and the students.
How would you describe a student's life?
It's I would say that it's challenging, but in a good way. The teachers push the students to reach their full aptitude. At the same time, there are also a lot of opportunities for the students to let down their hair and explore some of their interests.
Wise. That's all.
Jose, I feel yesterday. Jose.
Okay, go. Oh my God.
Nobody thought.
Yeah. It's really the cat.
It's only two people.
Mr. Glenn, someone took care of yesterday.
No, Joseph.
You sit on that side. Joseph is behind you.
He went to vote no.
Alright, Joseph,
30 minutes.
you go tell him to wait in the hallway. If you see him in the hallway, tell him to stay in the hallway.
Okay.
So it's my turn?
Wait,
Wait, Jose.
Close the door, not the door. Alright, go on one, guys. Come on.
Wow.
Come in.
Hello, Mr. Glenn.
Hey, Joseph, how you doing?
Good, you?
I'm doing well. You can have a seat. So how's your day been so far?
It's been very good. Thank you for asking.
If you don't mind, can you close the door for me? This is gonna be a casual conversation, but I would like to keep it private. And this is just for me, an opportunity to get to know about Joseph and get to know about your strengths and your weaknesses and how you feel about school in general and this school. So why did you apply for this school?
Because I thought it would be a good fit for me, and my mom also thought it would be also a great fit for me too.
Was there anything in particular that would make it a good fit?
Science, I really like science.
So is science your favorite subject in school? Is science your favorite subject?
Yeah, science is my favorite subject in school because I like the way things are made up around us. I love to find out what they're made of.
What's your least favorite subject?
My least favorite subject is math. Because sometimes I can really struggle with it, but I always come back because I take more notes than everyone else.
So math might be a weakness for you?
Yes, math might be a weakness, but I end up taking more notes, and that helps me in the long run with tests.
So what else would you consider to be a weakness?
My procrastination, but what I do to help me improve on that is I set reminders every day for myself for everything I need to do, and I check it off of my checklist.
Have you read any good books lately?
Yes, I've read Fallen Angels. It's about a 17-year-old boy not able to afford to go to college, so he ends up signing up for the military during the Vietnam War.
How would you describe a good teacher?
A good teacher is someone, or a good teacher for me is someone who likes to interact with their students, makes the lessons fun, not just boring.
All right, what do you consider to be a strength?
One of my many strengths is being able to my extensive vocabulary. I know a lot of vocabulary words.
What's the last vocabulary word that you learned,
Uh,
and what does it mean?
Expansious. Or expensive. It means very large or big.
What do you like to do in your free time?
Sometimes I like to read. I like to read really anything.
Is there anything that that I should know about you?
I have a brother and a sister.
Cool. Do you have any questions for me?
What made you decide to?
Do you have any other questions for me? I'm not doing this question. Did you let the next interview know that come in. How you doing today? How was your drive?
It was pretty good.
You have any trouble finding us? Are we pretty close to you? How long was the drive?
50 minutes.
All right. I want this interview to be very casual. I want you to feel comfortable. I just want to find out a little bit more about you. Things that I couldn't find out about you from just looking at your transcripts and your resume. Is there anything that I should know about you, or would you like to just tell me a little bit about yourself before we get started?
Just get started.
All right. How do you like to spend your free time?
I like to spend my free time by hanging out with my friends or family and visiting them.
How would your friend describe you?
Sometimes funny and sometimes smart, but I guess hardworking. So
Hard working all the time or just sometimes? So what would you consider to be a strength?
time management because in the sixth grade I tend to not turn in my homework, but now that I've developed seventh grade and eighth grade, I usually just turn in my homework in time and read.
What do you consider to be a weakness?
Because sometimes I tend to do my homework, but
What is your least favorite subject?
My least favorite subject is Spanish because it's not very challenging and the teacher doesn't really give us that much hands-on activities to do. And mostly we don't focus on Spanish, we just do another subject in Spanish, like English. And my favorite subject is science because we get to do one of those hands-on activities and we get to work with each other more.
All right. Have you read any good books lately?
I have read Bomb from China during our language arts class. It's about how they created the first atomic bomb and
Have you read anything outside of anything you were required to read at school?
I have read a book called I read Percy Jackson. I mean, we read it in the 6th grade, but I read it again because it's a good book.
Why did you pick our school?
I picked your school because I knew since I struggled with things and when I switched from elementary school to middle school, I struggled with those things, but now since I'm moving to high school, I'm usually get used to overcoming those things that I didn't do before.
You have any questions for me? It was good to meet you, everybody.
Mr. Jefferson, Miss Hunter, and Miss Albert, it was so scary. I was like them to me. I was like, and then back to ask a question.
All right, come in.
Good afternoon, Mr. Mayor. My name is.
Nice to meet you, Crystal. How you doing today?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Doing well. I want this to be a casual interview. I just want to get to know a bit about you, and hopefully at the end, maybe you have the opportunity to ask some questions about the school, so you can learn a little bit about us. I just want you to just answer the questions as completely as you can. All right. What do you feel like is one of your weaknesses?
One of my weaknesses is most likely procrastination. I tend to leave stuff until the date's due. I've been trying to overcome that challenge by writing notes to myself so that every time I wake up, I see next to my wall notes that I made saying what assignments are due that week or that day. And so I can complete it before it's due.
All right. What do you consider to be a strength?
A strength of mine is, I believe, math. I am very good at math. That is my favorite subject in school. Math is a challenge that never seems to end. There's always many formulas, many things to learn about it.
What's your least favorite subject in school?
My least favorite subject in school is Spanish, most likely because of because it doesn't give me a challenge. I like challenges. I like to feel accomplished that I did something.
Speaking of challenges, what's been the biggest challenge you faced so far?
So far, the biggest challenge is transferring from public school to private school. Not because of the workload, but of the time I have. I spend more time in school learning and doing activities than I used to in public school.
So when you have free time, what do you like to do?
I like to organize my stuff. I read and I draw.
Are there any extracurricular activities that you think you would want to take in high school or participate in?
I like to participate in your high school soccer team and also in your visual arts.
Have you set any academic goals for yourself?
Academically, I would like to have all straight A's for the 4 years of high school.
Do you have any questions for me?
A question I have is when a student is struggling, how does the staff or faculty or the school help the student overcome that challenge?
First, we like to encourage the teachers to communicate with the parents and also for the teachers to have one-on-one interventions with the students. All of the teachers have office hours where the students can come in to get extra help. We also encourage the students to seek help from their peers, and we have tutors that come in for students who are still struggling.
That's my only question. Thank you.
Mr. Lynn, are you gonna post this live stream? The chairman's gonna get us all
Come on in. Yeah, no. I'm sorry for all the noise around. We must be experiencing some construction. Have a seat. So how you doing today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
So what brings you to our school?
The challenging and rigorous environment that you uphold students to. So you're not just teaching them. You're also it's hard. It's hard. At the same time, you're able to help students who are in need and don't have the resources to help themselves.
We do have resources and we have what I feel like are great teachers, but what do you feel like is a good teacher?
I feel like a good teacher is a teacher who engages themselves with the students, is not just doing it because they earn money, but because they're helping the future of or helping this generation, helping create the future. And I just, as I said before, they're not doing it just because of money, they're doing it to help.
What is your favorite subject in school?
My favorite subject is social studies, because in many ways, we learn social studies so we can learn from our past mistakes, like the Holocaust. If we forget about it, we aren't able to really learn from our mistakes. It might happen again, another genocide. That's why social studies is my favorite subject.
What's your least favorite subject?
Probably Spanish. Not necessarily because I don't like the language, but it's not challenging. I like a good challenge.
Speaking of challenges, what's the biggest challenge that you face so far?
One one of the biggest challenges would be moving from a public to a private school and adapting to the environment. It's a much smaller space, which also comes with many benefits.
So would you say being adaptable is one of your strengths?
Yeah, I adapt very quickly.
What else do you consider to be a strength for you?
My reliability, and trustworthiness. If a teacher asks me to do something, I'll always do it. I won't mind it, and I'll do it to my best efforts.
How would your teachers describe you?
Quiet and respectable. I don't talk back to any of the teachers, and I don't.
How would your friends describe you?
As I said before, my friends probably would describe me as being a reliable person. We actually had a past project. I did. My partners, they helped a little bit, but I was a reliable one, so I took it home and I did it by myself.
So how do you deal when you're in a frustrating situation like that?
I look ahead at the future. If it's frustrating, it's a challenge. It'll probably help me. It'll benefit me in the future.
Is there anything that you think that we should know about you, or anything interesting that you would like to share?
I'm a very open person and active. I'm not just at school to learn. I'm also there to give my part and have my seat at the table. I also like to participate in many extracurricular activities. I like to join like the band in elementary school. I used to play many instruments like drum and violin.
We expect our students to be active citizens, and that includes community service. Have you done any community service? If so, can you describe a time when you did community service and what you got out of that?
I've gone one community service activity I've done is I've gone back to my old elementary school, and it's at first I didn't feel like I would like to do it again, but after doing it, it helped me feel better as a human being. And I return. I don't just do it because I need to, or they're forcing me to. I do it because it's helping students grow as a student in academics and socializing with others.
All right. I think that does it for us.
This is good for a second.
No, that's why.